7 kilometers out into the cold water of Table Bay lies a low, flat, windswept island. From the deck of the ferry, you can still see Cape Town and the Great Wall of Table Mountain behind you. For the men who were brought here, that view of home was the cruelest part of all. The first Dutch sailors who passed this way found its rocks crowded with seals, and so they named it simply Robben Island, the Island of Seals. It had no fresh water and little shelter. From the very beginning, it was seen as a place to send people the mainland wanted to forget. For almost 400 years, that is exactly what it became. A prison, a place of banishment for rebel leaders and the condemned, a leper colony, and a military outpost. Whoever held power on the mainland used this island to hold whoever stood against them. And in the second half of the 20th century, it held the enemies of apartheid. They crossed this same stretch of water in the holds of boats, watching the mountain shrink behind them, not knowing if they would ever make the journey back. The island itself is barely a few kilometers across, flat and scrubby and battered by the wind. There is a small harbor, a lighthouse, a village for the warders, and at its heart the thing it is remembered for, the maximum security prison. Behind these walls, the apartheid government locked away the political prisoners it feared the most. They were sorted by race even in captivity, given the thinnest rations and the hardest labor, and cut off almost completely from the world outside. One of them was a lawyer named Nelson Mandela. He spent 18 of his 27 years in prison here, in a concrete cell barely 2 meters wide, with a single barred window, a mat on the floor, and a bucket in the corner. His prison number was 46664. By day, the prisoners were marched out to a blinding white pit of limestone and made to break rock, year after year, for no purpose at all. The glare off the lime was so fierce that it damaged Mandela's eyes for the rest of his life. And yet in the quarry and the cells, something else was happening. The prisoners taught one another history, politics, languages, law, passing knowledge in whispers. They came to call this place, without irony, the University of Robben Island. Mandela was far from alone. Walter Sisulu, Govan Mbeki, Robert Sobukwe, and a whole generation of South Africa's future leaders passed through these gates. The island that was meant to break them became the place that forged them. And always, just across the water, lay the mountain and the city. Freedom was close enough to see on a clear day and impossibly far away. The prisoners measured their lives against that line of land on the horizon. Mandela left this island in 1982. He walked free in 1990, and within 4 years, he was the president of the country that had jailed him. The island had outlasted the system that built it. Today the cells are quiet, and the tour are led by the very men who were once imprisoned here. In 1999, the island was named a World Heritage Site, kept not as a monument to its jailers, but to the people who refused to be broken by it. So we sail back across Table Bay the way the freedmen finally did, with the island falling away behind and the city rising ahead. It is a short crossing. For some, it took the best years of a lifetime. That is Robben Island, a hard place that became a symbol of something far greater than itself. If you want to keep wandering places like this, follow along and let us keep exploring the world together.